Elden Dogs is a proud member of the Hair of the Dogcast Network. To get bonus episodes of this show, as well as access to many other amazing perks, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast.
And make sure to check out our new podcast, Zombie Dogs, which covers the Resident Evil franchise. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show.
Greetings, Tarnished, and welcome to another episode of Elden Dogs. A big outline in front of us today. I am, of course, Lord Ansbach, King Ansbach, as I like to call him around my household. And, I just want everyone to get along and to do well, except for that bastard Mikola. Let go of my lord.
And we got Lady Freya here.
Oh, you're looking very lovely today, Lady Freya.
I'm glowing. Went to a show this weekend. Had a good time.
Oh, yeah?
Now, a little well and good show.
Oh, yeah, at the Raw Ruins.
Yeah, at the Raw Ruins.
It's a sick venue.
With the Keystones.
I've seen them before.
Yeah.
The Keystones, they played at that one show we went to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
High Life's only cost like 8 runes.
Damn, dude.
8 runes a pop for a High Life.
Hams are still only 6, so I still go hams.
Dude, South Shore, that's the move.
Actually, though, right now I'm drinking a Fresh Coast Juicy Pale Ale from Three Sheeps Brewing out of Sheboygan. Because when you live in Wisconsin, there's places called Sheboygan.
Sheboygan. I am drinking a water. It's White Cap water.
It's whatever the fuck they bring to the data center that I'm working at right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But today we are beginning our journey into the armaments, the weapons of Elden Ring, and other things do fall into this category like shields and torches and staves and seals, but
poison hands.
We won't get to them for a while because this is the biggest outline I think I've ever made.
This is a lot of pages.
Yeah, but that's okay because we're going to do it just a little bit at a time. Weapons. There's a lot of them in Elden Ring, it turns out. A lot of different weapon types. So we're going to do a brief little overview. Weapons can fall into 2 categories, standard and special. The standard weapons can be, your Ashes of War can change. You can upgrade them with smithing stones, which requires a lot more than the somber smithing stones. And affinities can be altered. There are exceptions to some of these, but the benefit for standard weapons is affinities can be altered. If you want to make a blood loss version of this weapon, a poison version of that weapon, if you want this Ash of War, and it's definitely, there's not like a catch-all. Like an Ash of War, it might just be limited to only pole arms, or it might be for like all slashing weapons. So we'll talk about Ashes of War in another part, but some other important things to know. Critical damage. Critical attacks are powerful moves that can be performed under specific conditions that amplify the amount of damage done by the weapon. From behind, in a vulnerable state, sleeping, recently dismounted, or stance breaks. You are invulnerable during a critical attack, including fall damage, so take advantage of that. Most weapons have a value of 100. Daggers and claws have 110. The rapier and dagger have 130, and the misericord has 140, making that the highest critical damage. Dual wielding is when you equip 2 of the same weapon type, 1 in each hand, in order to gain access to a special moveset of attacks. This is a function also known as power stance. This also multiplies your strength with your weapon by 1.5. Yeah. And guard counters execute a strong attack immediately after blocking an incoming attack. Damage will be comparable to a fully charged strong attack. A lot of these things I don't really use that often.
I use guard counters quite a bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because when you have a shield, you just
yeah,
you really milk that sometimes.
You know what you're doing. Paired weapons are when inputting to 2-hand these weapons, your character will instead equip a second duplicate weapon in their offhand. This means that any existing type of weapon, from daggers to greatswords, could also be a paired weapon if they follow this aforementioned behavior. all claws and fists, minus the grafted dragon, backhand blades, perfume bottles, hand-to-hand arson beast claws, some other individual weapons as well. I think like your axes.
The twin bolt axes are an example of this.
Yep. And as far as scaling goes, you'll see different scaling values. In short, the better the letter, the more damage you will deal by investing in the specified scaling statistic. Some weapons have more than one scaling stat, so pay attention to what these are and make sure to increase the ones that give you the most damage per attribute point invested. You can change the scaling on weapons if you change the Ash of War, depending on which wet blades you have found. For example, if you infuse the weapon with the heavy infusion, it will remove every scaling besides strength and upgrade the strength scaling on the weapon. And stance is inflicting enough stance damage on an enemy, and they will collapse and give you a window for a critical attack. Tarnished enemies do not have stance, but rather have poise.
We're different.
We're different. We're built different. Yes.
So you got damage types. There's a lot of different damage types that you can be working with here in Elden Ring. You got physical damage.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a broad category that acts as like a catch-all for all physically dealt damage outside of the following 3 subcategories of strike, slash, and pierce.
Yes.
Slashing damage tends to work best against fleshy creatures, such as unarmored foes or wildlife.
Or my belly.
Strike damage, dealt by blunt attacks from weapons like hammers, flails, and fists, effectively crushes armor, making it the damage of choice against heavily armored foes. Suffers against enemies with scales, obviously. Like if you punch a dragon, you're really not going to do much to it.
You might not even wake it up. It might not even notice you tried to attack it.
I do like that they take it. I mean, it's pretty intuitive when you're looking at a creature what type of damage you should probably go with.
It's also just being a little cognizant of what weapon you're using. If you're going into the mines and you're fighting those miners that are all like hard and scaly, bringing a slashing weapon isn't going to do as much damage. You want to smash them. You want to bring that blunt weapon.
Yeah.
It's just it takes us a little bit of awareness, but it pays off in spades.
Strike damage dealt by blunt attacks from weapons like hammers, flails, fists. I already said that. Piercing damage would be the next one, dealt by sharp weapons, obviously, because they're going to pierce you.
Yep.
Effectively,
just like your eyes.
They are. It is a piercing glaze.
Those are piercing weapons if I ever saw them.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Freya. Trying to focus. Eyes up here.
Effective at weaving their way through scales and gaps in armor. Effectively, armored enemies will shrug off piercing damage. Deals 30% extra damage to foes that are in the middle of attacking, which is known as a counter damage.
Isn't that interesting?
Then, if you think you're a big boy, if you want to step out of the I'm going to hit you with this, just to hit you with this, you got magic damage. Basis of many sorceries and few incantations and weapons, ignores the durability of armored foes, performs poorly against other sorcerers because they know it's coming.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. If you bring scissors to scissors, you're just going to have a good time.
Broad category that acts as a catch-all for all magic damage outside of the following 3 subcategories. Fire, which sets foes ablaze and tends to be effective against both unarmored creatures and plant-based enemies. Not too good against armored foes, which is weird because
you think you'd cook them.
Heat metal is a very popular thing in D&D.
Yeah. Cook the meat.
If you can turn them into a rotisserie chicken if they're wearing heavy armor. But alas, not in this game. If you fight in the rain or water, fire will be less effective.
That's another one of those things. People, I think, pay less attention to elemental damages and their variations. If you're standing in water, lightning is more effective.
Yeah. Any fire damage taken by frostbitten enemy will instantly remove the status.
That's interesting. So if you want to keep reprocking frostbite, that'd be a way to do it.
Yeah, you could do like a fire and ice build.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm no southerner.
I don't want it.
I do want it. Egret.
Lightning damage, most often found in incantations, tears through metal and is very effective against armored and mechanical foes, less effective against plant and rock type enemies. If you've ever played Pokemon, you're starting to understand.
Pikachu suffers against Brock.
Yeah, can't do it. You need, what do you even need for a rock? You need like wind. Plant, yeah, that's right.
I think. It's been a sec.
It's been a long time.
Because naturally, leaves destroy rocks.
Yeah.
You think water would beat rocks? Because it wears them down.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
I think you're 100%.
For you Pokemaniacs, right in.
It is water because it erodes them.
It just takes thousands of years.
If you're in the rain or water, guess what lightning's going to do? Way more damage.
Love it.
There you go.
Yeah, as an electrician, I can verify that. That is true.
And lastly, you got holy damage. Found on divine weapons and spells, tends to be very unfavorable against most enemies, which is a shame because faith is really cool in the game.
A lot of bosses deal holy damage, which becomes the problem.
It is great against those who live in death, though. And undead-looking enemies, there's something really satisfying about applying it to your blade and killing those skeletons that just reanimate. You don't have to go back and double tap them. Makes some of those catacombs and dungeons a breeze.
And it makes me feel smart.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm actually playing the game.
Yeah. And some status effects that can be inflicted. Poison will inflict damage slowly over a long period. Poison inflicts differing levels of damage depending on the weapon used. For most weapons, it inflicts 0.07% max HP plus 7 per second for 90 seconds. For a total of 6.3% max HP plus 630 damage over its full duration. Deadly poison for the Serpent Bone Blade, Venomous Fang, Tooth Whip, and Deadly Poison Perfume Bottle. Deadly poison inflicts 0.14% max HP plus 14 per second for only 30 seconds. For a total of 4.2% max HP plus 420 damage over its full duration. So less total damage, but makes a bigger difference in a shorter time. For the Fetid Pot, Roped Fetid Pot, and Hefty Fetid Pot, Deadly Poison inflicts almost the same, but less damage overall. And Poison Spray Mist has a stronger, unique form of Deadly Poison that inflicts 0.21% max HP, plus 21 for 30 seconds. So yes, Deadly Poison, that specific one, Poison Spray Mist, is actually more effective than Scarlet Rot, which is pretty cool.
Damn.
Scarlet Rot inflicts damage quickly over a long period. Scarlet Rot on weapons and the Rot Pot inflict 0.18% max HP plus 15 per second for 90 seconds. I got a lot of numbers on this. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But Scarlet Rot on the Hefty Rot Pot, Rotten Breath, Enzyke's Decay, Rotten Butterflies, and Scarlet Aeonia inflict 0.33% max HP plus 13 per second for 90 seconds for a total of 29.7% max HP plus 1170 damage over its full duration.
So it's doing 1/3 of the HP damage and then additional damage on top of that.
It's good.
That's pretty solid.
Yes, that is the Scarlet Rot for those unique items. And I know you're a pot boy, so
yeah. The Fetid Pot, I don't use a whole bunch. Mostly fire pots and holy pots.
Yeah.
But I do like me some Fetid Pots.
Yeah.
I never really fucked with the roped pots though.
Well, that's just for throwing behind you.
Yeah, and
which you're never doing.
I'm never doing that. And plus, I think the few times that I did it, I missed anyway.
I wouldn't trust it. Yeah, it's like blindly shooting a gun behind you while you're running. It's not going to hit anything.
No. You know? It's like a green turtle shell in Mario Kart going backwards.
Yeah, I'm actually really good at those, though.
Well, especially when you got someone tailgating.
I know. Yeah.
They don't know you got one.
Dude, I used to be the guy that would snipe you with a banana. I'd throw it forward with a banana and I'd hit you, which is the coolest feeling in the world.
Yeah, that's like throwing a Hail Mary.
Yeah, that's Kobe.
Yeah.
Not the assault part of him, but the basketball part of him.
Yeah.
Maybe the assault part a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little bit of an assault.
Blood loss. Hemorrhage occurs when the amount of bleed damage, also referred to as blood loss, becomes higher than the target's robustness, causing immediate damage and consuming the effect. The damage is equal to a percentage of the target's max HP. Hemorrhage inflicts 15% of a normal enemy's max HP plus 100 or 200 damage depending on weapons used. Most bosses, as well as normal enemies located in boss rooms, will take 10.5% of their max HP plus 100 or... Did I just say that again?
No, I think you're good.
There's a lot of stuff here, folks.
A lot of numbers. Yeah. I like blood loss a lot, especially if you can get double daggers.
Oh, yeah.
Reduvia and the Mescord.
Yes, well, that's why daggers are actually super effective because they're fast. So despite having lower damage, they have a high blood loss effect, that can start stacking pretty quick.
If you can proc blood loss quickly, it is probably one of the most OP builds that I've played with.
Yeah, first time I beat Radon was with a set of claws that were just aggressively blood loss. Frostbite deals an instance of damage upon triggering and then lowers the target's damage absorption by 20%. I'm not even going to read all of them. A lot. Sleep puts the target to sleep. Eternal sleep is different. In PvE, triggering that may have one of 3 effects. Enemy falls asleep permanently and will not wake even when attacked. Vulnerable boss falls asleep and will not wake when attacked for roughly 5 seconds. Then the effect regresses into common sleep. In mid-animation of falling asleep, they shake their head and return to combat. Madness is something that is very cool. You will lose FP and take damage. Dealing damage equals to 15% max HP and causes an FP drain. And Death Blight is a status effect that builds up through repeated application of the effect. Once the meter is filled, the effect triggers and the player will die instantly. Unlike other status effects, Death Blight is only capable of being inflicted on other tarnished. Okay, now that all of that's out of the way, how this works is I have devised a list of every single weapon in the game. And it's broken down by categories and they're ranked. Now, this ranking is definitive and it is rigorous. So when we say that the worst dagger in the game is the Celebrant Sickle, it's not up for debate. If you want to debate, though, you can write us. We'll read them. Well, if we get something really wrong, we do care.
Yes.
Because I'm just one lonely tarnished who has way too much time on his hands.
It's a lot of notes.
There's a lot of notes.
There's a lot of paper on this table right now.
Yeah. So every weapon type is going to be broken down into its own worst to best.
That's cool.
Starting with the daggers. Now, daggers traditionally serve a role of subterfuge or a lightweight backup in a pinch, extremely short range, but they make up for it with fast attack speed and high critical damage. Tend to require dexterity with an emphasis on slashing and piercing damage. Great for a character that backstabs and parries often. Some have thrusting heavy attacks, and some have multi-swipe heavy attacks. Great potential for status buildup, and they excel at critical hits. So, one thing I noticed when I was looking at other people's lists of best weapons is everyone does it vary by the numbers. And they don't really factor in swagger. They don't factor in badass ability.
The drip.
The drip. The fact that this is some a legendary god's weapon. While it might not be as effective, it's still kind of cool in that. So there will be some things that might not make sense to some of you, but it's also, I am Ansbach, and you're not.
It's got to have the wow factor.
Sometimes you do.
When a dagger walks into a room, it needs to light the room up.
I get sprung.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you see that dagger, you need to be like, man, I'm really glad that dagger came to this party. I don't get to see that dagger very
I can't believe that dagger's here.
Dude. Yep. And then you go fist pump the dagger. Then you got to get a Band-Aid.
You got blood loss.
Then you got blood loss.
Well, number 18, Celebrant Sickle. Crafted from human bone. Like, that's cool. That would have been a plus. But each consecutive hit grants 10 runes. This rune gain does not have any delay between hits. Hitting the death animation of an enemy continues to grant runes. Anti-block passive effect of 40%. Tied for lightest dagger and lowest crit rate in daggers. Drop rate of 0.5%. This rarity pisses me off. And
a little bit.
I'm filthy rich. I don't need your stinky runes.
All the finance bros on TikTok love this because you need to be making money while you're sleeping.
Yep.
And if you're going to be hitting enemies, you might as well be making some cha-ching at the same time.
Well, you're going to be hitting them a lot longer, too, because this thing sucks.
Number 17, we have Crystal Knife, special weapon. Deals added magic damage.
There's not a lot of notes for some of these because they just suck.
Yeah, I've never used that one.
No. And you look at it and you're like, wow, well, I'm going to keep one of these forever because it's unique, but I'm never going to use it.
No, just keep it in my inventory.
Number 16, the Great Knife. It's the starting equipment for the Bandit class. 38 blood loss buildup. Hey, that's something. At plus 25 blood affinity, this weapon has the highest dex scaling compared to other blood affinity daggers, and at plus 25 occult affinity, it has A scaling for arcane, making it a good option to power stance with Reduvia and New Game Plus. But number 16, it's fine. It's just the Great Knife.
It's good. It's better than good.
Yep.
It's not fantastic.
It's not the best knife.
It's not the best. Next up, we have the
We'll call it the Quinceañera.
The Quinceañera.
The Cincadilla.
The Cincadilla.
I like Quinceañera, though.
Yeah. When you turn, 16?
Then and you jump down
Spanish culture,
and you jump down to Beast Church all the way to the sea level. You get this.
You get a gown.
Yep.
All your friends come. You have a great party, and then they give you a dagger.
And you're a woman now.
Yep. Short sword given to high-ranking clergymen of Farmazula. Raises potency of bestial incantations. Buffs damage of bestial incantations by 10%, stacking multiple times with the claw mark seal. So that's pretty neat if you're into rock slanging.
Yeah.
Wait, is it rock slang?
Yeah.
Yeah, rock slang is one of them. That's one of them. If not using the buffs, it is not a good weapon.
Yeah.
So it's got a purpose here. It's meant for a build. You stay in your lane, you're going to do just fine.
Yeah.
The design celebrates a beast's 5 fingers, symbolic of the intelligence once granted upon their kind. And how did you say it was pronounced?
Quinceañera.
Quinceañera is a short Italian sword whose name literally translates to 5 fingers, originally referencing the width of the blade and Marlon Brando from The Godfather.
Oh, really?
No. Made that up on the spot.
On the day of my daughter's quinceañera.
You come to me?
You come to me.
Ask me for a favor?
Take this dagger. Yes. Number 14, we have the Ivory Sickle. This is a special weapon as well. It deals equal amounts of physical and magic damage. One of the longest daggers. That's kind of cool. Cannot be buffed or infused despite not using somber smithing stones to upgrade.
Don't like that.
Do not like that. And anti-block passive effect of 40%.
If I can't grease it, I don't want it.
I know. That's how you approach your love life for quite a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of clove oil.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, this is my oil closet. Would you like some?
It's not a pantry anymore.
Yes.
It's a sex pantry.
Ooh, nice pantry. Hold your horses.
You just wait.
Yeah.
It gets weirder. We have, next up, number 13, the Erd Steel Dagger, a gift from our friend Kenneth Height, carried by the Erd Tree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Doubling up on the faith scaling of this weapon with the sacred or flame affinity will yield the most damage for this weapon on a faith build. This will also outperform using a non-elemental infusion with faith scaling buffs such as Black Flame Blade or Order's Blade at the same level of faith. With no affinity, the faith scaling contributes to the physical damage of the weapon along with its dexterity and strength scaling. If the weapon is given a faith scaling affinity, the faith scaling will contribute to both the physical and elemental damage of the weapon.
There's a lot of weapons.
It's a ton of weapons.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about them, but some of them, it's like, Erd Steel Dagger. Wow. It's a gift from Kenneth Height. I appreciate the gift, homie. I would sell this at a rummage sale.
Yeah, I think I used it for maybe 10 seconds.
I received a gift the other day, and I'm like, how long do I have to wait till I can sell this thing?
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah. Number 12, we have the main gauche. You might see it as main gauche, but it's main gauche. When equipped in the left hand, it allows the weapon to power stance with thrusting swords and not other daggers, which is interesting. A main gauche is a type of parrying dagger of French origin. Its name means left hand. So that's kind of cool, but yeah, I still don't care too much.
Next up at number 11, almost cracking in the top 10 here, we have the Wakizashi.
What a cool weapon.
The Wakizashi causes 38 blood loss buildup, which is pretty solid.
I'm a big fan.
Big fan of that. Can be power stance with katanas or a second Wakizashi.
It's like a little, you get the Bloody Mary, and this is the kicker.
Yes.
In Wisconsin, you also get a kicker, a beer. This is the Bloody Mary is your katana, and this is your little Miller High Life 8 ounces you get.
Very important. It's a good way to start your day off.
Integral to the experience.
You have to do it.
Yes.
No, not a spotted cow, though. Some people will try to give you a spotted cow.
I like places that like, what beer do you want? I'm like, the 12% bourbon stout. And they're like, okay. I'm like, you guys are just a horrible business model. I'm not going to tell anyone, but like, this is bad for you guys.
This is great for me, but bad for you.
This is great.
Uses the normal katana power stance moveset, even if power stance with another Wakizashi. Highest attack rating of all daggers except for Flame Art and Sacred. When used as part of a power stance, the Wakizashi uses separate set of attack IDs when power stance with a katana in main hand, making its damage output, but not range, roughly comparable to an equally leveled left hand Uchi katana.
Very nice. It's very cool. I should have maybe put this weapon up higher.
It is, yeah, I like that you could actually do like almost like a samurai build.
Yeah, because it is historically like part of a samurai's weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Advantages over using a second katana, able to equip Ash of War parry.
Nice.
Which is useless because you can't parry anything in the game anyway.
Oh, okay.
The power stance L1 combo consumes roughly 20% less stamina.
Which adds up.
That's great.
Yep.
You don't have to wear your turtle necklace no more because you don't need it.
It's a cute necklace.
It is. Disadvantages, though. Disadvantages over using a second katana, shorter. Some people will say it's not all about size, but when you're in a fight,
only people that don't have size.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's shorter than all other katanas, resulting in its attacks missing regularly, if not close up on the enemy. So you're gonna have to get in there.
Yeah, like swimwear.
If power stance with itself, its power stance moveset is slower than the normal dagger moveset, resulting in slower status buildup, which with daggers, that's really the cream of the crop there. You want to proc as fast as possible.
I do recommend everyone to at least fuck around with this a little bit because it is unique and it is designed to pair with katanas. So it is, if nothing else, a pretty fun little test. Number 10, we have the parrying dagger, unique in that it has parry by default. Now, what makes it very unique is it has better parrying iframes than any other weapon in Elden Ring. Worse than only small shields, but otherwise more frames to parry, which might make it almost less impossible for you.
I didn't hear what you just said. It just sounded like static.
Yep. Sounded
that
like
entire time.
Yeah.
Parrying's not a thing, and anybody who's telling you it is, they're lying to you.
Bastards.
Next up, we have one of the most unique weapons in the game at number 9. We have the dagger.
Dagger.
It's just dagger. One word.
Yes, it is the dagger, the base dagger.
The dagger that became before all other daggers.
The father of all daggers.
Yes, the OG dagger. Though modest in reach and capacity for harm, this weapon is light enough to jab in rapid succession and delivers devastating critical hits. It has the lowest requirements among daggers, while also being the second with the highest critical damage rating, 130, right behind 140 of the Misericord.
Yep.
Words today.
Man,
you're fucking cruising.
You're doing pretty good.
Also, the low dex requirement makes it perfect if you don't want to invest in dexterity at all. Usable by all starter classes, even the hero, but not the wretch.
No. But it is.
Wait. No, it would be the wretch because the wretch starts at 10.
Yeah.
10 across all of it.
Yes. Sometimes simple is best, and you can customize it the way you want. And it's a blank slate. It's the uncarved block, if you would, if you're into Taoism. It's like the Winnie the Pooh of daggers. The Bloodstained dagger. Take that dagger, add a little bloodstain. 38 blood loss buildup, great strength scaling, number 8.
Boom. Number 7, and one of the coolest looking daggers in my opinion, the Scorpion Stinger.
Yeah.
It's a special weapon, dagger fashioned from, you guessed it, a great scorpion's tail, glistening with scarlet rod.
This is that like swagger ability that you can't compare
Chef's kiss. You're going to get 50 scarlet rot buildup. Its skill repeating thrust is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Because you can jab real quick with this bad boy.
Repeatedly. Number 6, we have the Fire Knight Short Sword. Blessed with a flame incantation and does 22 fire damage. It's not a short sword, it's a dagger.
And it's on fire. Number 5, one of my personal favorites, and using it in my Blood Loss build currently with Reduvia, is the Misericord.
Yes, French for mercy, some would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highest critical modifier of any weapon at 140. Longest reach of any dagger. The weapon's name is based on the French word for mercy, as Brad just said. I use this with Reduvia, and I can proc blood loss real fast because I put a blood affinity on it.
It's just a great weapon.
Yeah, and you can get it pretty early in the game, too.
And I like a dagger named Mercy. There's something cool about that.
Yeah, it's almost like an oxymoron.
Well, it's like Arya Stark, you know? She goes by the name Mercy. Yeah. Number 4, we have the Glintstone Chris. This is a special weapon. Deals more damage, more magic damage than physical damage. Unique skill. This is, you don't see tons of unique skills. This one is the Glintstone Dart. Skill that builds from the Glintstone Pebble sorcery. Charge the skill to upgrade it to Glintstone Dart. And follow up with a strong attack to chain the skill into a lunging thrust. The weapon art can consistently outperform Comet in terms of raw damage at 70 intelligence with the Karian Regal Scepter. And no boosting talismans or armors. Combined with having a critical modifier, this dagger is a very potent sidearm for pure intelligence and dex intelligence hybrids.
I've never used it.
It's like a little, it's a pistol. It's a dagger pistol that shoots out glintstones.
I should have used this.
If you're rocking an intelligence or like, the Dex intelligence, it's a cool little sidecar.
Yeah, definitely. Number 3, standing on the lowest pedestal at the end of a Mario Kart race.
Yes.
But still in the top 3. Blade of Calling, a special weapon. It's Melena's dagger. Yeah. Also deals holy damage. Heavy attack, hits twice rapidly, which is really cool. The unique skill, Blade of Gold, leap into the air, charging the armament with golden flames that are then shot at the enemy as a single blade-like projectile, inflicting holy damage.
Very cool.
Very cool blade.
Yep. The heavy attack doing twice rapidly is powerful as well. Number 2, we're getting up there. The Black Knife. This is a special weapon. This is the dagger, once belonging to one of the assassins who murdered Godwin the Golden on the night of the Black Knives. This is the weapon that did it.
That makes it instantly cool.
That's cool. I don't want to hold it. The blade is very similar to the Blade of Calling, and some in the community speculate that the Black Knife is the Blade of Calling imbued with the power of destined death. Like that weapon, this also has a heavy attack hitting twice rapidly. Also deals holy damage, which is a knock in some boss battles. But the unique skill, Blade of Death, unleash the power of the Rune of Death to fire off a blade-like projectile. That's right, it shoots now. In addition to dealing immediate damage, the blade reduces the enemy's maximum HP and continues to wear down HP for a while. Very powerful special skill. If you hit with it, it just constantly takes away at the enemy's health. Very good.
And number 1, coming in first place for our dagger list. No surprise here. Definitely the coolest dagger in the game. Reduvia.
No surprise there.
Special dagger for you.
You can get it early.
Really early.
Yeah.
Carried by the noble servants of the Lord of Blood, a proud testament to the
my
success.
Boys, represent my boys. Fucking love you guys.
A proud testament to the success of its vicious design. This weapon is perpetually coated in blood. It's not the safest for hand-to-hand combat.
No.
It's going to be slipping and sliding.
It's gross. You're going to be getting other people's germs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just constantly oozing blood.
Yeah.
Which is pretty heavy metal, but at the same time, not very functional in combat. It's going to slip out of your hand.
Dangerous.
Causes 50 blood loss buildup.
And it goes fast.
Oh, it's so fast. Unique skill, Reduvia Bloodblade. Slash with the Wicked Dagger, transforming its never-drying blood stains into airborne blood blades that cause blood loss.
Blood.
Yeah, no, this is cool because you essentially just throw blood loss at an enemy, and it's got an okay range. It's not super far, but it works in a pinch.
And you don't want it to be that far because once you do draw an enemy's attention, it's it's going to be close range anyways. You want to get in and do those fast stabs with that weapon.
Yeah, and you can rifle it off pretty fast too.
Yeah,
it'll be casted in pretty quick succession. Coolest thing about Reduvia, not the design, but the name. The name Reduvia is Latin for hangnail or whitlow, a type of infected lesion at the tip of a finger. And again, we are talking about fingers all too much when we talk about this game.
If something is Latin, you have my attention. Because nothing's ever Latin for dumbass. It's always Latin for something unique or cool sounding.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Ghost, and there's a lot of Latin in Ghost.
It's oh yes, that is Latin for diarrhea.
I don't know what conclavi condio means, but I sing it in the car all the time.
Well, the conclave is where the popes choose the new pope in succession. There's a different color of smoke that happens. So it's something to do with probably a meeting of the minds.
I think Dio is devil or something like that.
Dio is just God.
Oh.
Yep. That's why they say Dios mío, man, which means my God.
Ah.
Yep. Now, straight swords are up next. Straight swords are reliable weapons that provide a balance between slashing and thrusting attacks. Some of the easiest weapons to use in Elden Ring. Relatively low strength and dexterity requirements offer a solid middle ground for both speed and range. When used with a shield, allows for a quick follow-up attack after blocking. And there's 23 of these bad boys. They're not all winning awards. There's no participation awards for you. Number 23, Weathered Straight Sword. Wielded by commoners. So lame. No. Get away.
Junk.
I wouldn't buy this at a garage sale. I wouldn't take it for free.
Wouldn't take it for free.
I want to put this in the basement, throw away in 10 years, get this shit out of my house.
Yeah, I'm too old to be collecting clutter. Get that out of here.
Get that out of here.
Number 22, Cane Sword. Sword of an aged knight whose last quest was long behind him, repurposing into a walking stick, which does make it kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Literally has swagger.
but it's sacrificing functionality
to
for walkability.
Yeah, it's also the lightest straight sword in the game,
which to me is lame.
It's like
I want something with heft.
I want to feel it.
Yeah, because we're getting to the point now where I want a little bit of damage. Number 21, the stone sheath sword. Just the sheath version. This is a special one. A sword that none can pull from its scabbard of cracked stone, relic of a lost civilization from a time long past. This is essentially, you haven't pulled it out of its stone sheath. It's just a big bonking stick, but you can't do any of the actual slashing you want to do. Not that good.
It's surprising that it's number 21 because on a lot of Extra Life stuff, it's
the other ones when it's non-stone sheath, they're higher.
Oh,
that's where it comes in.
That's where it's coming in. Okay.
Yeah.
Next up at number 20, the very creatively named short sword. Pretty standard sword. Shortest reach of the short swords, low attack rating. This weapon has a unique two-handed R2 pokes, unlike the rest of its class. This is a short sword.
Nothing special there. Number 19, the Golden Epitaph. This was made by Mikola for his older brother Godwin, who I don't think he liked that much because the sword isn't that great. Deals equal amounts of holy damage, which is one of the reasons I don't love it. Holy damage is generally a knock. Deals 30% damage to undead type enemies. Yeah, if you're going to fight those who live in death, you bring this along.
Oh, yeah.
Unique skill, Last Rites. Armaments are buffed 10% for all damage types. Armaments gain 25 flat holy damage, deals plus 100% damage to undead type enemies, and prevents skeletons from reviving. Raise the Epitaph to grant the effect of Sacred Order to yourself and allies. Combined with a 30% damage bonus against undead and the potent Ash of War aura that adds multiplicatively 50% on top of that, this weapon can tolerate minimal faith investment during early to mid-game encounters unless wielded against non-undead and holy resistant enemies. Pretty much only if you're fighting enemies weak to holy is it worth anything.
Number 18, Lazuli Glintstone Sword.
Yes.
It's a special boy. Apparently, once used as a staff of sorcery, the sword is made of wood.
Lame.
If it weighs the same as a duck, it's made of wood.
This is the garbage you buy at the Renaissance fair for your kids that you can't buy a real sword for.
Yeah, and then they run around smacking other kids with it.
And then you're proud.
Yeah. And then you get kicked out of the Renaissance Festival, and you're like, damn it, Timmy, this is why we don't take you anywhere.
But secretly, you're double proud.
Oh, yeah. Kid totally deserved it.
It's like that in Avatar when fucking the main character's kids get in a fight. And he's like, you should have done that. But he's like, nice, do nice. Did you win? And I'm like, you are toxic masculinity, my dude.
That's true.
Jake Sully.
This is going to deal more magic damage than physical damage. And the Ash of War on it, Glintstone Pebble.
I just don't like that it's stuck with that.
Yeah, I would like to change that because it's redundant if you have a staff already.
Who wants a wooden sword?
Not I.
Number 17, the Crystal Sword special. This also deals magic damage and attacks scale with intelligence. It's made out of crystal. It's a sword. Kind of cool. Not that special.
Is this the one you find up by the Albinaric village?
You can find a lot of these puppies, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know. I never use it because fuck it.
I went looking for it when I was doing a magic build a long time ago.
Yeah.
Number 16, the Rotten Crystal Sword. Special weapon for you. Also deals magic damage. 50 Scarlet Rot buildup, which is pretty neat.
I like that.
It's like the Crystal Sword, but better.
But better.
Because it's rotten.
But if I'm looking for Scarlet Rot buildup, there's other weapons and avenues that I would prefer to go to first. Number 15, a sword I wanted to love, but ultimately was just not too effective. The Velvet Sword of St. Trina. This is something that Prince would own. This is, I'm guessing, a very soft, sexy. It probably is covered in perfume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's got melatonin. It's like, instead of always covered in blood, always covered in melatonin, this thing. Silver Sword of St. Trina, now stained with the color of velvet, deals magic damage, 42 Eternal Sleep buildup, so that is cool in very specific scenarios. You're fighting some of those, Godskin duos. Now, the unique skill, Mists of Eternal Sleep, releases a velvety purple mist that spreads across a wide frontal area, afflicts foes with Eternal Sleep, adds 15 Eternal Sleep buildup to the weapon for 30 seconds. The mist inflicts 112 Eternal Sleep on touch. Great if you're looking for a sleep build. I usually never am. And if I am, I'd prefer the arrows from a distance.
I got the pots.
Yeah.
I got sleep pots. So this would be cool if you were just a sleepy boy the entire time running around putting people to sleep.
Yeah.
Could you do a pacifist run? No, you could, because you got to kill some of these things.
You could technically have your spirit ashes kill them if you want to.
But is that really pacifist?
Well, it's like, did Walter White kill Jesse or kill Jane? He watched it.
He didn't necessarily help.
He didn't help. I'm sorry that the wolves that I brought to the battle killed you.
I can't control the wolves.
I can't control them.
You literally summoned them. They have the mind of their own.
That's the stupid main character from Saw. This Jigsaw. I didn't kill anyone. Well,
did you though?
Well,
you made a man cut off his foot.
Well,
number 14, the Michelin Knight Sword, another special sword for you. Also deals holy damage. This weapon has a unique R2 attack that lunges forward when charged.
That's cool.
I like something that closes distance.
Yep.
The Ash of War Sacred Blade fires off a golden blade projectile and buffs weapon with holy power by 90 for 40 seconds. Cool if you're fighting those who live in death, but like we said, bosses, not really functional.
Well, and
all of the time.
A lot of the special weapons are kind of hamstrung because they can't be altered. And
if I can't grease it, I don't want it.
If you can't grease it, you don't want to accept there's one.
There's one.
But and then also the Ash of War, it makes or breaks it. And our next weapon, we got number 13, the Sword of Darkness. This deals equal amounts of holy damage. Unique skill, Darkness, where you raise the sword aloft and cleave surroundings with darkness. Deals holy damage and temporarily reduces holy damage negation. Well, at least there's that. And debuffs hit enemies with 20% of holy damage resistance. So that helps.
We're trending in the right direction with the holy damage.
But yeah, still. I wanted darkness to be better than light, but it just didn't work out that way.
And spoiler alert, number 12, the Sword of Light.
Yes.
Deals equal amount of holy damage. The unique skill Light unleashes the light carved in the armament's blade. Send the sword aloft to let loose a blinding light whose many rays may sweep through the surrounding area. Also, temporarily boosts one own holy attack by 20% for 60 seconds. Kind of like a disco ball or like a light show. We talked about last time, like gloving.
Yep.
Like that, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, not embarrassing.
Never.
No.
Never embarrassing.
Yeah, but it is cool that there's like a light show. I do think that's fun.
When you use it, it's also fun to just go bow, 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 like while you're using it. Make it a little like
when you go gloving or when you use this.
Both are good.
Yeah.
This is what Skrillex uses when he's playing.
The first time I saw Skrillex, I'm like, is that guy's whole shtick? Is he has long hair?
And then he has no hair on part of his head.
Whoa.
That side shave.
Now I'm impressed. Number 11, the Karian Knight Sword. This is a special weapon. Deals equal amounts of magic damage as physical damage. This weapon has a unique heavy attack that can block attacks before its slash comes out. Into that. Charging the heavy attack will further extend the time the weapon can block before slashing. Ash of War, Karian Grandeur. It's the magic Greatsword slam attack. This is cool. We're getting to the cool stuff. Still, there's just like better options.
We are cracking the top 10 with Warhawk's Talon.
Yes.
Talon swords are affixed to the legs of the Stormveil Warhawks, but this one has been repurposed for human use.
It's taking a sword that was meant to be attached to a bird and making it back into a sword.
Yeah, it's coming full circle.
It's like whales, you know? Mammals evolved out of the water, and then it's like, we're going back in.
We're going to be big.
Yes. It's nice to be able to take the weapon that killed me so much when the first time I was playing the game and just kill someone else with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. It is cool. It's a cool weapon. It deserves number 10, I think.
Yeah. Number 9, we have the Ornamental Straight Sword. This is a special weapon. It's a paired weapon. Unique skill is what gets it up here a little higher with Golden Tempering. Cross the two swords to grant their attacks holy essence. While in effect, strong attack performs a dual-wielding combo attack. Buffs the weapon with 100 holy attack power, which is a lot. When performing the Golden Tempering skill, the Erd Tree and Crucible symbol will flash shortly. This symbol is otherwise only found in 3 places in the lands between 2, technically. On the ground in the Chapel of Anticipation, directly beneath where the Grafted Scion who drops this weapon lands to fight the player at the beginning of the game, and the middle of the round table in the Fortified Manor.
Damn.
A little bit of a mystery to it, which is fun, but It's got a cool design, and it actually is quite powerful.
Number 8, the Coated Sword. Hidden sword once granted to the Tarnished of the Round Table by the Two Fingers. A formless cipher comprises its blade, which deals holy damage. No shield can repel. I like that.
Nothing can stop it.
No,
it's a weird looking sword, though.
The Coated Sword is resilient to weapon bounce, commonly experienced by other small armaments when attacking into shields or certain enemies, like miners, the little rocky guys.
The rock guys.
Yeah.
Not children.
You're hardly hitting children.
Although children wouldn't be able to block it.
No, they couldn't block the wooden sword from earlier.
Even with a shield, this would kill a lot of little kids.
Anti-block passive effect of 100%.
That's massive.
The unique skill, Unblockable Blade. Imbue the Cipher Blade with light extending its length and then strike with a sudden sweeping attack. This attack cannot be blocked. The name of the game is
Fuck your shields.
You can't touch this.
Fuck your shields.
Yes, fuck those shields.
Number 7, I love it when it's just the classic simple weapon. Just a longsword. It's a starting weapon for the Vagabond. The longsword also has the second highest attack rating of all infusible straight swords, being about 10 or 20 points behind the broadsword in nearly every infusion, though the broadsword is slightly shorter. The longsword is a very viable weapon for any sort of, affinities or things you want to swap or grease up with. It's just a very versatile weapon.
And at number 6, we have possibly my favorite short sword, because I used it for a long time with my Wretch character, because you can get it like right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Lord Sworn Straight Sword, which sounds like it's got to be an album or something, or a song.
It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
No, and it's like
Lord Sworn Straight Sword.
It's like a speed bump of a sentence.
Yeah. It's slowing down my trip down the residential road here after Yes.
Compared to the longsword has lower base damage, critical damage rating, and range. However, under Flame Art, Sacred, and Magic infusions, the longsword has a better elemental damage scaling than the Lord Sworn Straight Sword. Whereas, under Occult infusion, the longsword offers better strength scaling than the Lord Sworn Straight Sword. Eventually loses out in damage compared to the longsword, but still has slightly longer reach and a higher crit modifier. Plus, I just really like the animation for swinging it around.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of this is completely subjective, and that's why this list is right, because it's our opinions.
Yes,
and that's why it's right. But if you play, you play a little closer, you play a little further. It's going to be different for everyone, but we play the right way. Number 5, the Sword of Saint Trina, because I do like Trina. I do want to party with them. This also deals magic damage, 66 sleep buildup, unique skill, the Mists of Slumber, releases a faint purple mist that spreads across a wide frontwards area. This mist inflicts the sleep ailment upon foes. The skill leaves a coating on the sword that adds 20 sleep buildup to the weapon and creates a mist that adds roughly 70 sleep buildup on foes. I like the mist effect of this quite a bit. And it's a simple sleepy sword.
I like sleep swords. I never use one, but I would like to.
It's a stupid concept.
I'm going to hit you and you're going to fall asleep. It's actually pretty wicked. Number 4, Noble's Slender Sword. Narrow blade carried by wandering nobles, daubed with gold from tip to tail. It should fetch a good sum, drops at 0.5%. It's the longest straight sword.
Fucking drip.
Yes.
This is the kind of thing that you see pop up on your Instagram reels with some kids selling it to a sneaker guy. It's the rarest sword. It's fucking covered in gold, and you want it.
It's the sword that Salt Bae uses to cut his gold steaks at his terrible restaurants.
Well, if I knew who Salt Bae was, I would agree.
Well, you don't know?
No.
Keep it that way.
Good. Yeah, it's just something, it's very fun getting an ultra rare drop, and it's like for nobles, and it makes me feel like I'm a little bit of a baller. And it's the longest straight sword, and you can grease her up, which I'm into that. Number 3, the Regalia of Aeacade. This is a special weapon. People have varying mileage on this. This is the treasured sword of Aeacade, a lesser long-vanished domain. So you're saying this from a whole other continent we don't get to know about, or a whole country?
Already makes it cool.
You got my attention. This also deals magic damage. Now, the unique skill is Aeacade's Dancing Blade. Infuse the sword with energy, then fling it forwards in a corkscrew attack. The sword continuously deals damage while violently spinning. Charge the attack to increase reach and duration of the spin. Now, the reason some people hate this weapon is because it's so much more effective when the boss uses it against you. I get it. It's still cool for me to throw my sword and attack you from a distance.
Yeah, it's the closest I'm going to be to a Jedi this entire game.
It's like when George Lucas is like, oh, yeah, they can throw the lightsabers and bring them back now.
Back to your corner, George.
Oh, okay.
Number 2.
Bye.
Number 2, we got the broadsword. This is the strongest of all straight swords and can be infused and buffed and greased and whatever your little heart desires.
This is very close to being number 1.
It is a great weapon. At the cost of slightly less range, slightly more weight, and a lack of poking attacks, despite being one of the shorter straight swords, the broadsword scales better with the heavy infusion than other straight swords. This is what I traded my Lord Sworn straight sword in for.
It scales, and it's just, there's something elegant and beautiful about just the nice big broadsword. This is the best option if you want to grease it.
Yeah, and you're going to want to grease them.
Number 1 here is my baby. This is my crutch for my first time playing the game. The Sword of Night and Flame. It's a storied sword, treasure of Caria Manor. Astrologers who preceded the sorcerers established themselves in mountaintops that nearly touched the sky and considered the fire giants their neighbors. This deals physical, magic, and fire damage. Unique skill is where it balls hard. The Night and Flame stance. So essentially it gets 2 Ashes of War. You hold the sword level and prepare to cast a sorcery. If you follow up with a normal attack, you cast the Night Comet sorcery, or a strong attack to sweep forward with a burst of flames. Now, the Night Stance is where you deal magic damage, scales with intelligence, and it receives a damage boost of 2% per worn piece of the Spellblade set, and the Flame Stance deals fire damage and scales with faith. So it requires some unique, it's a unique build because it needs both intelligence and faith. So it's not for everyone, but it's one of the few weapons that can make good use of the Great Hood, a unique piece of armor that provides +2 to intelligence and faith. It's devastating. The Night Comet is a devastating attack, and it's very effective against bosses, and it's just a super... carried me through the first playthrough, near and dear to my heart. We love you, Sword of Night and Flame.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Moving up, you could say, to light greatswords.
Which is funny.
Because there's not a lot of them.
It's like, this is a tall, short person.
This is a skinny, big guy.
This is the skinniest, obese person you've ever met.
A little overview about what a light greatsword is, because you might be confused, or you haven't played the DLC.
What do you mean, a light greatsword? I don't know what this is.
Let me tell you, Brett.
Okay.
As long as greatswords, but far lighter, allowing the wielder to have quicker attacks capable of flowing into each other at the cost of damage.
Yes.
Light greatswords do not vary much in length, with the exception of the offhand R'hllana's twin blade, which is much shorter than the others. Only the Milady can be modified by a number of Ashes of War.
Milady.
And that is one of my favorite weapons in the game.
Yeah.
Because sometimes...
Hold your horses.
We're going to get there.
You hear Milady and you just, all of a sudden, your table's rising up. And
dude, I got excited, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got to talk about the other ones first.
Well, I'll go first so I can talk about Milady.
Okay.
First up, at number 3.
Only 3 of them.
There's only 3. Lettuce sword. This blade still reeks with the stench of crusted blood that lingers from the cull of her knightly comrades.
I don't like that. Oh, this is the blood of my friends. Want to smell it?
I can smell it from here. You should probably watch that.
I don't want to use a traitorous monster's sword.
Plus, won't blood rust the blade? Isn't that what Liam Neeson says at the beginning of Gangs of New York?
If
the blood stays on the blade.
Forget he's in that.
Yeah, he's the priest.
He's good. Yeah. I don't like the idea of it being covered in good other people's blood.
Reduvia producing its own blood is cool.
That's different.
This is different and not as cool.
Yeah. This is bad blood.
It's also going to deal holy damage, which kind of just makes it like really kind of bizarre. Covered in your friend's blood, and it's like, this is for faith.
It's got a fucking monster of a unique skill, though.
The Needle Piercer generates 10 gold needles, which pierce their target all at once. Those pierced are purged of all ailments and special effects alike. Dispels almost all special effects of those pierced. Status effects, weapon buffs, except Royal Knight's Resolve. Aura buffs, body buffs, stamina regen buffs, health regen buffs, shield buffs, except of the Barricade Shield.
It's dispelling a lot of buffs, which is cool.
And certain unique buffs. All crystal tears, except Ruptured Crystal Tears. Fall damage, silencing, invisibility, rune acquisition, item discovery, endure, oath of vengeance, FP recovery, and Terra Magic, but only for 1.5 seconds.
This is cool for PvE, which is not for PvMe.
I like that.
See what I did there. Number 2, we have Orlana's Twin Blades. This is another special one. It's a paired weapon. This also deals magic and fire damage, as well as physical damage. When two-handing, a straight sword engraved with golden flame will be carried in the left hand. If wielded only in the left hand, it will always be fire. Unique skill, the Moon and Fire stance. Assume ready stance. Swords are imbued with magic. Follow up with normal attack to cast glintstone light waves, or strong attack to perform a spinning attack that bathes the area with flame. This is similar to a Sword of Night and Flame. Light waves can have up to 2 follow-up casts with additional inputs. Inputting light attacks shoot magic light waves, having 2 additional inputs for more projectiles. Inputting a heavy attack performs a flaming, spinning tornado, ending with flaming pillars. The skill can be performed when another light greatsword is power stanced in the offhand as well. It's cool. It is a very unique, fun, cool weapon, and it would be number 1 on many lists if it wasn't for
Milady. Nicknamed after ladies of noble status for its refined appearance. With cultivated form, none can wield this weapon as swiftly as one might a straight sword.
Oh, damn. Look at that carve.
The Ash of War wing stance can only be equipped on Milady. Calmly assume a right-sided stance. Normal attacks trigger a rapid 3/ combination. Strong attacks trigger a leaping thrust.
Essentially you're holding the sword out and you're waiting.
Yeah.
And then you respond how you need to.
It's one of the coolest weapons to use because it feels like you're kind of flourishing with it. Like you're really kind of egging them on. And the game can be really cinematic when you play it that way. Like some of the streamers I've seen who can dodge a bunch of attacks. And it looks really cool.
Very cool.
But this just always looks cool. After performing a light follow-up without letting go of the skill button, the user will immediately return to the wing stance and will be able to perform a follow-up again with very little delay. The heavy follow-up has some end lag before returning to the stance. While one-handed, the light follow-up can be chained into a multi-hit combo, L2, R1, R2, R1, R1, stance light, heavy, light, light.
Yep.
The heavy follow-up leaps over and evades low ground attacks.
Tons of variety in how you use this weapon. And
a bunch of different affinities you can put on it, too.
They look great.
Yeah.
Milady's a very cool weapon. But that's bringing us into the proper greatswords. These are capable of inflicting a massive amount of damage, but sacrificing mobility, making the player vulnerable and open to enemy and boss attacks if they are not careful. High risk, high reward. Much higher stance damage, and will often stagger larger enemies. Heavy attacks have some variants with some thrusting, some lunges, some swings, a slam, and a partridge in a pear tree. Down from Murray's Executioner Sword. And the Flamberge has a one-handed sweep. Number 24, because there's 24 of these puppies, the Forked Greatsword. Despite its unique shape, the hitbox for this weapon is no different than other greatswords. 55 blood loss buildup. Stupid. Hate the sword.
0 out of 10.
0 out of 10.
23. Inseparable Sword. Used to hunt those who live in death. The D-Twin Sword.
Yeah.
The Inseparable Sword is the only great sword that is placed on the hip when sheathed, which is kind of nuts. I did not realize that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Deals equal amount of holy damage. Deals plus 20 damage to undead type enemies. At 80 faith, has the highest attack rating of all holy damage dealing great swords if you have not invested in strength or dexterity much. Ash of War, Sacred Blade. Fires a holy projectile and buffs the weapon with an additional 90 holy attack power for 40 seconds. Thought this would be higher, honestly. It is cool.
I hate those that live, the hunters of those who live in death. Let the skeletons have their fun.
Yeah, I guess I never looked at it that way.
D is annoying, and I just hate them. And the sword design looks kind of wonky. I don't know. It's not for me. Number 22, the Lizard Greatsword. It's a great sword shaped like a lizard. Which, I get it. I see what you did there. Strong attack performs a regular thrust forward in addition to firing forward the forked tongue of a projectile.
Pretty cool.
The cute little swords you got there. There's better swords.
Lord Sworn Greatsword, number 21. The only infusible greatsword featuring an above-average critical modifier of 110, making it a solid choice for those who prefer playstyle involving critical strikes, parries, and backstabs.
Number 20, the Flamberge, which is not a practical sword. It's a little, like, wavy sword. This is used by Jaren, who is a homie, has a flame-like undulation, has unique one-handed sweeping R2s, does 55 blood loss buildup. In real life, a Flamberge is a sort of French origin, meaning flaming or burning. And it's fine, but there are better swords.
Yeah. Number 19, Bastard Sword.
For bastards.
Moving on.
Number 18, the Great Sword of Damnation. A special weapon. Golden greatsword that once pierced the body of Midra. You have my attention. Used by the Horn Sent in the execution of a damnation like no other. Also deals holy damage. Unique skill, the Golden Crux. Leap up and skewer the foe from overhead. If successful, the weapon's barbs unfold to excruciate from within. Else, additional input releases barbs in the area. The initial hit of Golden Crux counts as a critical hit, and if an attack misses, it leaves the player with 0 stamina because it feels very dumb. It's cool. It just doesn't have as much versatility as other weapons.
It doesn't have the pizzazz.
Not the pizzazz for me.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Number 17, the Alabaster Lord Sword. Also deals magic damage. Unique skill, Alabaster's Lord's Pull. Thrust the armament into the ground to create a gravity well. In addition to dealing damage, this attack pulls enemies in. Has a greater area of effect than Gravitas.
It's cool.
It deals 20% damage to gravity-type enemies, which I never really had a problem with those guys anyway.
There's not a ton of them. But it is, I like pulling enemies in. It's got a flair to it. Number 16, we have the Gargoyle's Black Blade. This is a special weapon. Parts of the sword mended with black and corpse wax. Again, heavy metal. At the same time.
Yeah.
Deals more holy damage than physical damage. Unique skill, the Corpse Wax Cutter. Lift the sword up high to release the power of corpse wax and launch it forwards as a blade-like projectile. Saps enemy HP for 2 seconds, which is a good thing. And I like it. I like other swords more. I don't know. I feel like I have to apologize for these swords. It's fucking number 16. Fuck it.
We're getting into some pretty heavy hitters here, though, as we climb up the list.
There's just a lot of good swords. What do you want me to say?
Like number 15, for instance, the Claymore. You can buy it from a merchant pretty early on in the Weeping Peninsula. Low stat requirement. Unique R2 thrust with great reach. Very middle of the road. Great for early game.
It's a Claymore. Number 14, the Golden Order Greatsword. Now, this is a greatsword made of light, modeled after the Elden Ring itself. Forged by King Consort Radagon to proudly symbolize the tenets of the Golden Order. Not a religious guy, not a Radagon guy. You're already losing me. Deals more holy damage than physical damage. The unique skill Establish Order, where you raise the armament in a salute, releasing a golden expulsion. Elon Musk.
Wrong salute.
Yeah, right. Repeated inputs and sends out waves of golden light. Deals plus 20% damage to undead type enemies. Get fucked with your holy stuff.
Get fucked. Number 13, the Sword of Milos.
Yes.
Great sword made from a giant's backbone.
Pretty cool.
Heavy metal.
Very cool.
Milos was an undersized but ridiculed giant. 55 blood loss buildup. Pretty solid for a great sword.
It's cool.
Hidden passive restores 5 FP whenever you kill an enemy. Will show Ancestral Spirit Horn icon below the HP bar. Did not know that either.
That's how you know.
The unique skill, Shriek of Milos, let out a horrific cursed scream that reduces all damage negation and status resistances for nearby foes. While active, strong attacks will change to combo attacks. Applies a 15% debuff to all damage resistances, only 5% in PvP, but who cares about that?
Right.
Lasting 40 seconds. This seems to be bugged, and you can only get 5% in PvE. However, increases your physical damage by 7.5% for the duration and slightly improves strength scaling by +5, which +5 is nothing to gawk at.
Improves scaling, not strength, like the stat. But it is cool. It's made from a giant's backbone. These are cool things that make me a happy guy. It works. Number 12, we have the Sacred Relic Sword. This is another special weapon. Sword, wrought from the remains of a god who should have lived a life eternal. Oh, sorry, bud. Also deals holy damage. Unique skill, Wave of Gold. Imbue the sword with bygone golden glory, then fire it at foes. A wide golden wave fans out forwards, sweeping through all enemies caught in its path. Useful for farming Albinaurics upon reaching Mogwin Palace, giving it an excellent runes per minute rate.
That's awesome.
Which you don't hear that often, but it's got its purposes, yes.
Number 11, Helfen's Steeple. Deals equal amount of magic damage. Unique skill, Ruinous Ghost Flame. Swing the sword to bathe its blade in Ghost Flame. The Ghost Flame adds magic damage to attacks and also has a bitterly cold bite. Adds 110 magic damage and 80 frostbite buildup for attacks for 60 seconds. Pretty solid, but not quite a top 10 greatsword.
It is cool, though. I do like Ghost Flame, and there's a lot of lore videos and speculation about Helfen being part of the Land of Shadow, and it's all pretty interesting. Number 10, the Greatsword of Solitude. Casts no shadow. That's cool.
That's actually really cool.
That is cool. This weapon is the highest guard boost in its class and has respectable guarding capability. The unique skill is the Solitary Moon Slash, sharply slash downward using the Greatsword, shooting forward an arc of light. Strong attack allows for an advancing follow-up. It's a good all-around sword, and it's cool.
Number 9, Gargoyle's Greatsword. Missing parts of the sword have been mended with, you guessed it, more corpse wax.
We're lousy with corpse wax. What are we going to do with it?
So much of it.
Yeah.
A patchwork of champions. Its scaling is better than the Iron Greatsword, but the Iron Greatsword has a higher base damage. Overall, what is AR?
Attack rating.
Oh. But the Iron Greatsword has a higher base damage overall. Attack rating between the two weapons is basically equivalent to around 50 strength and up. Good option if you don't want to farm for the Iron Greatsword.
Just go farm for it. We're talking about Elden Ring for 70 episodes. While you're listening to this, just go farm for it.
Yeah.
Go get your Iron Greatsword.
You got time.
You have time. If you're listening to this, you have time.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't have time to play video games, and that's sad because we don't either. Number 8, the Murray Executioner Sword. This is a special sword, storied sword of House Murray. Elamer of the Briar, the bell-bearing hunter, snatched the sword from the site of his looming execution and furnished it with battle skills from his home of Aacade. This will also deal magic damage. Although this weapon's skill does considerable damage, it's often risky to use it against larger enemies such as bosses due to their resistance to stuns and knockdowns. Against lighter enemies and NPC types, though, this skill can effectively stun lock them, dealing the full damage and knocking them down with the final hit of the spin, not the swing performed after the spin.
Never the swing after the spin.
No. But the unique skill is, of course, Aacade's Dancing Blade. You're going to fucking throw the sword. It's cool. This was the guy where they were going to execute him, and then he made the sword dance with his mind.
That had been gnarly.
This is gnarly. Now, even if he's Sith, I'm still siding with him. Ride or die, homie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're with you.
Number 7, Ordovis's Greatsword.
Yes, old Ordovis.
The Greatsword of Ordovis, one of the most honored among the Crucible Knights. Don't like him already.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
Those Crucible Knights, they're mean bastards.
Fuck all of them. It also deals holy damage. Unique skill, Ordovis's Vortex. Channel the power of the Crucible to spin the entire sword in midair, building momentum before slamming the blade down into the ground. That's pretty cool. It does look pretty sick. It does look pretty sick because it does 66 stance damage when fully charged.
Oh, heck.
The Vortex is slow, meaning you'll need to either time it pretty properly or have really high poise to pull it off at a full charge. It also has an area of effect, so it can take out multiple enemies, and when you slam it into the ground, it has a ripple effect depending on how much Vortex has been charged.
It's cool.
That's pretty. We're getting up there now.
The Vortex is fun. Number 6, we have the Knight's Greatsword. Wide swings are great at dealing with multiple enemies. It's got wide range. Boom, boom, boom. Bring it on. One of those weapons where the sheath clips through the cape, though, and looks dumb. That's a knock.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's a knock.
It's what kept it out of the top 5.
That's a chop. The Knight's Greatsword is the strongest early game greatsword that you can acquire without defeating a single boss. That's cool. It's just a great sword. Hey, see what I did there?
Number 5, Banish Knight's Greatsword. Given to knights who, whether by misfortune or misdeed, were forced to abandon their homes.
Anonymous on Vex Your Life said this.
The Paul Allen's business card of Greatswords.
Ooh, that tasteful thickness.
Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh, that subtle gray.
Is that raised lettering?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of some of those posts on Vex Your Life. Number 4, we have the Poker. Death's Poker, to be specific. The birds are graveyard firekeepers, and it is said they rake out the ashen remains of the dead from their kilns. This also deals magic damage, the very rare Frostbite buildup. Unique skill, Ghost Flame Ignition, which sounds like a finisher move for Ghost Rider or something like that.
It does.
This thrusts out the barbed rod and sets it alight with Ghost Flame. Follow up with a normal attack to set the ground ablaze with Ghost Flame, or a strong attack to trigger a massive explosion. It's good for poking. You know, I'm into Frostbite.
Nah, Frostbite is cool. I don't use it nearly enough.
No.
I did for a little bit on Milady.
Oh, the Milady.
Number 3, Dark Moon Greatsword. A moon greatsword bestowed by a Carian queen upon her spouse to honor long-standing tradition. Also deals magic damage. How many of these also deal magic damage? I feel like we've said that 1,000 times now. Yep. Highest magic damage of all magic damage greatswords at 80 intelligence, and the second highest overall attack rating at 80 intelligence, with only minimum requirements into strength and dexterity behind magic iron greatsword. It's going to build you up 55 frostbite buildup.
I'm getting cold already.
Build you up buttercup with that frostbite. I'm going to redo that because that joke sucked, and I said it weird.
I might keep this in, we'll see.
55 frostbite buildup. It's unique.
Build me up, buttercup, with that frostbite.
It's a stupid joke, but oh well. Unique skill, Moonlight Greatsword. Raise the sword aloft, bathing it in the light of the dark moon. Add 65.
Pour me a glass of scotch while you're at it, jeez.
Add 65 magic damage and 15 frost buildup to the weapon. Heavy attack releases a blast of moonlight.
Come on now.
Fucking, what is this, a ghost song? This sounds so sick.
Good Lord, I'm just excited right now.
Oh, I'm too excited. The Dark Moon Greatsword is part of a reoccurring sword archetype of weapons appearing in other From Software titles. This is all news to me because I haven't played them. It debuted in the Kingsfield series as the Moonlight Sword, and has since appeared in the Armored Core series as the Moonlight Laser Blade. In Demon Souls as the Large Sword of Moonlight. In Dark Souls Trilogy as the Moonlight Greatsword. And in Bloodborne as the Holy Moonlight Sword.
Well, wouldn't you know?
That is pretty neat.
It is cool. This sword is iconic. And another sword that's iconic is the Iron Greatsword. Higher base physical damage than every other greatsword in Elden Ring. And you know what? You can put any affinity you want on there. You want this occult? Boom. You want this to be, all about your blood loss, your frostbite, your poison. Boom, boom, boom.
Versatility.
Near the top of the pack in every possible infusion, making it a great choice if you are unsure which greatsword to use or want to try a variety of builds that you don't want to farm lots of upgrade materials. It's all around an amazing sword. And if you use it, if you got it.
Nah, not a bad choice.
That's all of them, right?
No.
Wait? What?
No. We have number 1.
Okay.
A sword that's very near and dear to my heart. The other half of our logo.
Yes.
We have the Blasphemous Blade standing tall at number 1. This is, of course, a very special sword. Sacred Sword of Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy.
Oh, I thought it was Sacred Sword of Tyler.
It is now.
Yeah.
Or I think my character's name is Frank or Gerard.
Okay.
It's either after my dog or Gerard Way.
That's both sides of your personality.
I got 2 lanes. There's not much change. The Sacred Sword of Frank, because I usually put Frank instead of Frank. Remains of the countless heroes he has devoured writhe upon the surface of this blade. Looks like a bunch of squiggly little bloodworms. It's really gnarly. Now they share the same blood, bound together as family.
We will be family together.
Also deals fire damage, because why the fuck not?
That's cool, because just adding base fire damage, you don't see tons of enemies do things like that, which it's important to note.
Yes. highest potential attack rating of all faith scaling greatswords if you place points into faith, strength, and dex. Heals 4% of max HP plus 40 flat HP on every enemy death when held.
That's a lot.
Whether or not the sword is the one that killed them. So you can just hold on to it.
It's a lot.
Which is why I never take it out of my inventory.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. It makes a difference. And then really the chef's kiss on top of this weapon is its unique skill that I spammed. And it crutched me all the way through the game.
No way. For real.
For real.
For real.
Yeah. Taker's Flame.
Oh, yeah.
And if you were listening,
it was Tyler's Flames.
It is now, baby. If you were like taking a drink or a shot every time I said Taker's Flame in this entire series,
Blasphemous Blade, man,
you would be drunk.
You would be dead.
I say it a lot. Taker's Flame is awesome. It's one of the most powerful weapon skills in the game. Taker's Flame not only does incredible damage, but also heals on hit for 10% of your max HP plus 150 HP. That's incredible.
It's not bad.
It can hit multiple enemies at a good distance and heals you for each one struck. And I feel like for bosses that have like multiple hitboxes because they're just so big, it'll hit multiple hitboxes because I feel like it just does incredible damage.
It's insanity.
Yeah, you pair this with a mimic tier.
Insane in the membrane.
You're just
You're just staggering those flames back and forth.
Dude, it's so good.
Now, our final weapon type of the day, it's the big boys. It's the Colossal Swords. Now, you might know them as Ultra Greatswords from the Dark Souls series. The lengths often exceed the height of the tarnished themselves. These are incredibly impractical, and they're only for video games. Using these in the real world, they do exist. Good luck.
You tear your bicep, your pectoral, your lateral,
yes,
your tricep.
Because if you miss that opening swing, you're dead.
Yeah.
But in the video games, sure. Now, while they are extremely heavy and swing much slower than other swords, they make up for it with a long reach and massive damage output. If you lack the very high strength requirements, wielding two-handed can sometimes make up the difference. And number 16, the Grafted Blade Greatsword. It's a special weapon. It looks like the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. Unique skill, Oath of Vengeance. Swear an oath upon the Greatsword to avenge the clan. Temporarily raising all attributes for a certain duration. While the oath's effect are active, poise will be increased. Raises all attributes by 5 for 60 seconds and grants super armor, which is immunity to some damage levels for 5 seconds. Not that much. So the thing is, you get this sword very early in the game. You're not going to have the stats to use it for a long time. And it's just not that great of a Colossal Sword either way. Mostly, I don't like its look. I don't like its
shoes, whack. Its clothes, whack. Its swagger, whack.
It's all whack.
It's whack.
Sorry. Next.
And number 15. Next up, number 15, Greatsword of Radahn.
Oh, boy.
It's also going to deal magic damage. Again, I feel like I've said that 1,000 times.
Well, it's because all swords are going to be dealing physical, but some also deal something else, and some deal more than that.
Yeah, magic is pretty common.
Yep.
Unique skill, Light Speed Slash. Assume a luminous form and leap forward to deliver a downward slash at the speed of light. This attack can be fast. That it's faster than smell.
It's the fastest speed we know.
Allegedly, so far.
What? So, I mean, no. It's the truth. It's the fastest speed we know. That's not allegedly, dude. That's
what about the speed of dark?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not a physicist. I'm going to be honest here.
So after you downward slash at the speed of light, this attack can be followed up by additional light attack. Charge to increase the power of the skill and the number of follow-up attacks.
That sounds fine.
Moving at the speed of light sounds cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, Radahn's got other swords that are even better. But
I like number 14 a lot.
Number 14, the Zweihander. It's the lightest weapon of the Colossal Sword series, which is like, all right, you're the youngest 8th grader. You're like the tallest short person. I don't know, it's fine. The low requirements, the excellent moveset, and the colossal poise damage make the Zweihander viable in every build. It's great entry Colossal Sword. If you want to use a big bonker, this is the earliest one you're going to get.
Do you know why they call it Zweihander?
Because you need 2 hands for it?
Yeah, because zwei is 2 in German. Eins, zwei.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Ich spreche ein bisschen.
Meister Vornamen ist Brad.
Das ist Ich liebe dich, yes. Or, my personal favorite, Fick dich.
Suck dick. Got him.
Ouch. Ooh. Number 13, Troll Knight's Sword. It's a special weapon that also deals magic damage.
Get fucked.
Moving on.
Number 12, Moonrithel's Knight Sword. It's actually identical to the Troll Knight Sword, but it also deals magic damage, but it has unique skill, the Tremendous Phalanx. Skill of the enchanted Troll Knights creates a defensive arc of enormous magic glint blades overhead, which automatically attack nearby foes, follow up with a strong attack to chain the skill into a lunging thrust. By the time you're in the DLC, you got something better.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Also, you just copied the same sword and you gave it a unique skill. It's not that cool.
Number 11, Troll's Golden Sword. Golden. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's got a little bit more panache than the Troll Sword.
Yeah.
Low damage and shorter than most Colossal Swords.
Which means lamer than most Colossal Swords.
Next.
Great Sword of Radon. This is the Lord variation. This has the unique skill of Promise Consort. This is where you agree to fuck your brother and be his king.
Who hasn't been there?
Wait, no, sorry. I misread that. Imbues the the two great swords with the light of Mikola, then deliver a slashing attack accompanied by columns of light. Additional input allows for up to 2 follow-up attacks, deals a total of 52 stance damage from a full combo. Again, it's cool. These swords look great. They're just other swords I prefer.
I just worry about the functionality of this so far.
Oh, well, the viability of it.
Number 9, Watchdog's Greatsword.
I like these.
Though decorated with a watchman's eye, the pupil has been taken by grave robbers and is now hollow, leaving the sword a mere lump of stone.
That's right.
Second highest guard boost of all Colossal Swords, second highest attack rating of all Colossal Swords.
These are good things.
These are very good things.
And I do like the Watchdog design. I like getting to use their weapons.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really cool swords, including the Star Scourge Greatsword. It's a paired weapon. Note that despite the fact that they are dual-wielded rather than two-handed, the weapon receives the two-handed strength bonus for non-paired attacks and can be properly wielded below strength requirement when two-handing, despite the game showing otherwise. It's confusing. It's stronger than you think. Paired weapon attacks do not receive the two-handed strength bonus. Also deals magic damage. Unique skill, the Starcaller Cry. Raise that sword up high, then strike it against the ground to fire off a wave of gravitational force. It's cool. Deals 30% plus damage to gravity-type enemies. It's Radon swords. They're going to look cool, and you're going to feel cool holding them.
Oh, yeah.
There's just other better swords.
Like number 7. Royal Greatsword, a special weapon. It's a Blade's weapon.
Or Blythe's even, too.
I can never say his fucking name. It's stupid. It's Blaidd. I want to say Bladed.
Some of the smartest people I know still say Blade's weapon, and that's fine, too.
I'm going to say Blade's weapon.
Because, I guess they do say his name in-game is Blythe, so...
Blythe.
We don't have a...
It's not a sound that my mouth wants to make.
Yeah.
Blythe. Doesn't... Blah.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. That's a quote from Blade if you didn't know.
Wesley Snipe.
Yep.
Deals more magic damage than physical damage. The unique skill, Wolf's Assault. Infuse the greatsword with frost, then perform a forward somersault to plunge it into the ground, then pull it out and release a cold blast. The weapon's skill is deceptively powerful, albeit tricky to get the most out of it. Benefiting from 2 hits, the actual sword plunge and the ensuing explosion, assuming players can time it, is an excessively long animation.
Yep, it requires luck.
The frost buildup is applied on weapon hit as well as explosion. The weapon deals 60 frost buildup, and then the explosion deals 100.
Sure does.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, absolutely a great weapon. Number 6, we have the Fire Knight's Greatsword. This also deals fire damage, which, like that, imbue it with fire for more damage. Grease it up. Get more fire on there. Fuck it up. Triple fire damage.
Fuck it up.
One of the few weapons to benefit from both faith and arcane scaling, given it has a poison, bleed, or occult affinity. This thing can be, it is whoever you want it to be.
No. Now we're getting into the heavy hitters. Number 5, Malekith's Black Blade.
I do like it.
Malekith's Black Blade, which once harbored the power of the Rune of Death, also deals holy damage. Unique skill, Destined Death. Set free the remnants of Destined Death, plunging the greatsword into the ground to summon a myriad of blades. In addition to dealing immediate damage, this attack reduces the enemy's maximum HP and continues to wear down HP for a short time. Reduces enemy max HP by 10% for 45 seconds, which is what makes the Malekith fight kind of a pain in the dick.
I have mixed feelings on Malekith's design, but not on the design of this weapon.
Yeah, super dope.
Yeah, anything that is fucking with enemies' maximum HP is cool. Number 4, the Ruins Greatsword. It's a special weapon it's rubble that fell from the sky, and someone's like, I'm going to make that shit into a weapon.
Why not?
Why not? And unique skill, Wave of Destruction. Raise a sword up high, then strike it against the ground to fire off a wave of gravitational force. It's powerful. It's got reach. It's got flair. It's pretty nice.
Number 3, the God Slayer's Greatsword. Special weapon. Sacred sword of the Gloam-Eyed Queen, who controlled the Godskin Apostles before her defeat at the hands of Malekith. Fastest R1 on all Colossal Swords, which is really dope for the animation.
That's good to have.
That's huge.
That's huge.
You're going to put on a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And some of that damage is also going to deal fire damage.
I like that.
Unique skill, the Queen's Black Flame. Set the blade ablaze with God's slaying black flame before delivering a sweeping slash. Additional inputs allow for a follow-up attack. The black flames will continue to wear down HP for a while.
Fuck yeah. This is a great weapon. And I love black flames. I love God skinning fucking badass people. I'm into all of this. These are words I like. This is a sword I enjoy. Another sword I enjoy is the number 2, Ancient Meteoric or Greatsword. Don't love the name.
No, that's a lot.
I would workshop it, but this is fashioned from an excavated shard of an arrowhead that once was a part of the old god's arsenal.
Now you have my attention again.
Yeah, when you have a description in one sentence that changes the ramifications of the entire lands between, you get excited. It's a colossal sword that's just part of an arrowhead. The Greatsword has high physical damage, does a decent amount of magic damage as well. The unique skill has the white light charge, summons white light from the crevice in the weapon's ancient meteoric ore, using its power for a charging attack, which pierces foes. Additional input causes the light to explode. Huge lunge forward. This closes distance like no other. It's a very cool looking weapon, and it's a very effective weapon. Great. These colossal swords have the problem of being slow, and having something that can close the distance in such a huge way makes a big difference. And what a great weapon.
Yeah. But it's only number 2. And at number 1 we have, you ready for this? Greatsword.
Which is funny because it's a colossal sword.
True.
I'm confused about this, but hey, I'm not gonna complain.
The Greatsword is a colossal sword. It's also a coarse iron lump of ultra greatsword.
Yeah, it's just a fucking lump.
It's just a big old lump of greatsword.
Yes, it is quintessential. It sometimes simple is best. You don't need crazy things.
Keep it simple.
I don't need your Mumford & Sons IPA. Give me a lager.
Yeah. That, put it into terms I can definitely agree and understand.
Yeah.
It's the longest colossal sword, highest guard boost of all colossal swords, highest attack rating of all infusible colossal swords, which is great.
I'm just so happy about everything.
I'm saying words that I enjoy now.
This sword is one of the best weapons in the game.
You can grease it up, you can heat it up, you can cool it down.
Yep.
You can do whatever you want. The description, as well as the uncanny resemblance, hints at this greatsword being a reference to Guts' famous colossal weapon and the acclaimed manga Berserk. It is well known that Kentaro Miura's magnum opus was a huge influence on Miyazaki. I mean, we've talked about that in previous episodes. And it definitely looks just like it.
Yep. There's no arguing here. The greatsword is great. Now, the thing is, we only got through so many weapon types, and there are like 30-some more types of weapons.
Yeah.
So we're going to be camping out here for at least a couple more episodes, which you're going to want to be a part of. Now, if you're listening to this on the main feed, there's a very good chance our Patreon listeners are already enjoying the next episodes, maybe all of them. And you can enjoy them as well by going to patreon.com/hairofthedogcast. For as low as $3, you get access to all the Elden Dogs library, the episodes in advance. And we encourage you to check it out. There's a free trial. And we're friendly. We want to be a part of our community. We want you to join our discussions and our family. So check that out. Special thanks to all of our executive producers, including Rykard Christianic, Malekith the Black Blade, Blackguard Big Brian Ward, Jordan Hoslow, Sorceress of Blood, Festering Fingerprint Phil Wright, Red Bear Phil, just Red Bear Phil. Thank you, Tyler. I am a fucking bear. Bellbearing Hunter, Bryant Ross, Crucible Knight, Kelly Gutowski, Justin Mellismer, the Impaler, D-Man, the Azula Beastman, and Lady Freya herself. Thank you, Lady Freya. Yes, because I refuse to let Lady Freya get access to all the exclusive content without paying for it. Because I need runes. Send your runes. We need your help. And yes, I am Sir Ansbach, and we'll be back to discuss more weapons and armaments next time on Elden Dogs.
Y'all take care now.